Screen curtain
Why
off.
are games so
Screen curtain
inaccessible?
on.
Hello guys, welcome to another video on Alfie's Tech World. Today we're going to show you, along with T111, how accessible Hogwarts Legacy is on my Xbox Series X.
I've heard it.
Wait,
Microphone
wait.
on. Button.
Hold on.
Microphone off. Microphone off.
Anyway, I'm back guys. I just had to tell Nathan a quick little thing. So guys, we're going to show you how accessible Hogwarts Legacy on the Xbox Series X is. So I got this on the sale. Apparently it was the last day of the sale. I got it for £16, 24 pence. And yeah, now I've got my Xbox up and running right now, and we are going to launch the game.
Hogwarts Legacy Xbox Series XS version.
So that's the Xbox Series XS version. You can get it on the Xbox One, but I would recommend just getting it on the Xbox Series X because that has better graphics, because it has 4K graphics if you're a sighted person. But I guess if you're like a blind person like me, you might want to go for the Xbox One alternative. But the Xbox Series X is a lot faster than the Xbox One. But launch this. So this is the first game review I've done on this channel on my Xbox.
Press it to start.
So, I'm going to press A.
Y. Settings.
So,
Display of
I am
depth of field.
actually
On.
going to...
Chromatic aberration. Film grain. On. Film grain imitates image grain like photographic film does in the real world.
Now, this is very...
Chromatic aberration. Film grain. On. Film grain imitates image grain like photographic film. Chromatic aberration. Depth of field. Motion blur. Cap frame rate. Image calibration. Performance mode. Fidelity. Fidelity, a high-fidelity rendering mode favoring resolution and graphical quality. Fidelity with ray tracing, a higher fidelity rendering mode featuring ray tracing.
So,
Requires reboot to
that'll
apply
be good.
changes.
That will
Performance,
be
a
good
high frame rate
for
mode favoring performance.
RTX chips.
Performance mode.
But let's go back.
Keep an eye out for Easter eggs and Wizarding World references hidden throughout the game. Y. Settings.
So,
Press
okay.
it to start.
I don't know what happened there, but
Y. Settings.
it's very... Okay, so...
New character. Create your character and begin a new story. A. Additional content. Purchase additional
So you
in-game
cannot
content to
use the
expand your
D-pad,
Wizarding
which is
World.
very annoying.
A. Select.
And the most annoying thing, the joystick sometimes doesn't respond to the game.
Additional content.
So...
Additional content. Purchase additional in-game content to expand your Wizarding World. A. Select.
So, at the moment, my opinions on the game, 2 out of 10.
I think it's the menu reader.
It's not the menu reader, it's the way that they made the joystick not respond, because it will work, because the joystick will have the same impact on sighted users. So, gosh, this is hard to navigate. Normally they made the D-pad accessible. gosh. So I'm going to have to go back again.
Press it to start.
And I'm going to have to go back it because
Why? Settings.
so okay, this is right.
Yeah.
Just want to point something out here, guys.
Capture settings. Home.
I am telling you now my honest thoughts because so far I can't even get into the game, which is A, ridiculous, B, they haven't thought about accessibility at all, C, I feel like NetherRealm has done a way better job of MK. I think MK is probably the best accessible game. However, you do have a competitor, Forza Motorsport. That's also accessible as well, but I think with MK it's more strategy than, because in Forza it's just racing. In MK you have to compete and there's a full-on story along with it. So
Yeah, it's sad that they can't make it accessible for mobile.
yeah, it is sad, and
I swear, because like
yeah.
at Blindsoft, we're probably gonna destroy them.
I think Prudence have already done that. I think Prudence have proved themselves a bit work.
But when we
Worthy.
finish making all these games, that's gonna change.
But at the moment, Prudence have proved themselves worthy.
I don't know what Prudence are doing right now, because the Glory Frontline alpha testers are going crazy.
Yeah.
Plus, they're not even accepting invites to the beta group thingy.
I'm gonna go back now. Let's see if I can try again.
Press it to start.
Right.
Out of all the games I've heard of, this is the one which is the most poorly developed.
Yeah.
Why?
Like basically, lots of people bought it, but honestly, this is ridiculous. What the heck?
Why would you create such a bad game?
Narrator's voice. Video.
The D-pad doesn't work as well, which is ridiculous.
72% battery.
Honestly.
Why?
Saturday the
Research
14th of
default.
June speech.
Even Minecraft is more accessible.
Back. Listen to the Hogwarts Legacy official soundtrack and Hogwarts Legacy study themes from the
No one
official
wants to listen to the
soundtrack on
soundtrack.
most major music streaming platforms. Why? Settings.
That one.
They're just putting ads in their stuff, which is ridiculous.
What do you mean?
That's an ad.
Oh my!
That is a flipping ad.
Even RS Games is better.
Oh my god.
Even RS Games is better.
First-
They don't have to pay.
Bro.
Why would anyone want to play this?
I mean, this is ridiculous. At the moment, my rating's gone from 2 out of 10 to 1 out of 10.
Mine's went to 0.
This is ridiculous.
Especially since.
And then EA comes out and blasts it out of the water with ads in their FC25 game.
I would rather be playing FC25 than whatever this dog water is.
Yeah, what the hell? You can't even navigate. Bro.
I would rather play Roblox than that.
I'd rather play Roblox with a screen reader. Oh my god. Yeah.
Simple ads.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wait.
Display options.
Let's see.
Listen to the Hogwarts Legacy official soundtrack.
See, that's an ad. See, listen.
Study
Listen.
themes from the
That's an
official
ad.
soundtrack on most
Oh
major music
my.
streaming platforms.
There's like ads every 30 seconds. What is this?
No, because
Is this adware
when I press Y, it opens the
Display
settings,
options.
and then
Why? Reset to
oh my god, why is it only display options and not accessibility options? This is ridiculous.
Back.
Oh my god. Like, listen, when I press B,
Listen to the Hogwarts Legacy official soundtrack and Hogwarts Legacy study themes
See, that's
from the
an ad.
official soundtrack on most
Oh.
major music streaming platforms. Why? Settings.
right.
Home.
I swear, if
Hell,
one
right.
person, I
Guys,
swear, if one person says the game's fine, they are literally some kind of NPC or something.
yeah. Because I don't care what you sighted users say. We are blind users. We do not care about display resolution.
Plus, there's ads.
There's flipping ads when you literally start the game. EA has put ads before the game even loads. Even midway game. FIFA was way better at developing games.
I'll tell you one thing. FC 25 isn't accessible on console for a reason.
But it's accessible on PC.
But I'll tell you why. Xbox make you pay a huge amount just to get the accessibility kits and all that.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. Why can't it be free?
I swear if we make a console, we're going to make the accessibility kits free.
I am just curious to see what Nintendo does here. They can take over the market by storm, or they just decide to make the screen reader only at the moment accessible on the home screen and settings. Because I know that it's only accessible on the home menu and settings at the moment. But if Nintendo take it by storm, they actually have the console wars in their hands. They can choose whatever they want to do with accessibility at this point. Because PlayStation's fine with accessibility, especially since that they've made The Last of Us. And I might be thinking of getting the PlayStation, but not right now because they
I'm pretty sure that you can get The Last of Us on PC.
yeah, you can, but I don't have a phone desktop, and besides, I don't want to
You
play
don't
it.
need a full-on desktop, you can play it on laptop.
I know, but my laptop is not going to support that because
I'm probably going to install it on my 64-bit laptop when I get one.
mine is 64-bit, but for some weird reason that add-on says that it's not 64-bit. I don't know.
It could not be 64-bit.
It is, because I've checked with ChatGPT that AMD Ryzen 5 3500U is a 64-bit processor released in 2019. So, besides,
Maybe-
it's got 8 gig, and besides, it's got 8 gigs of RAM.
What?
It's got 8 gigs of RAM. 32-bit computers can only support up to 4 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, my Chromebook's 32-bit then.
So,
And it runs a 64-bit version of Chrome OS.
but here's one thing, it can be either 32-bit or 64-bit your Chromebook.
It's 32-bit.
Anyway, right. Hands down, my opinion on Hogwarts Legacy. Rip off, and more rip off. This is ridiculous. If Warner Bros. Want to make a proper accessible game, they need to consult with NetherRealm Studios. Honestly, I think NetherRealm is possibly going to be the winner here. I love MK. I love Mortal Kombat. It's great. And I do also like Xbox Studios. They've done a lot of good games. So, for example, Forza Motorsport, Forza Horizon 5 even has accessibility options, which I did not actually consolidate when I was getting Forza Motorsport. I thought Forza Motorsport was going to be the only accessible game, but I do like MK as well, because MK has a fun story. Forza, on the other hand, you just race against players. with
Yeah, there's no story to it.
With
Blind Drive. I think Blind Drive could actually be online because it does have a full-on story as well.
So with MK, I feel like that's the overall winner, especially since it gets like new characters and stuff. And also there's a new game coming out that I will be downloading it on my Switch too. It's called MK Legacy Collection. It basically features all the OG games. For example, original MK from 1992. Gosh, that's a throwback. MK2.
That is so old.
MK2 from 1995. It's even got variants. So actually, I think we might be getting the Nintendo GameCube version of a game.
Just please don't make it use Festival.
I don't think it. I think on the Nintendo version, if they add a API, which I really hope that they do, and I really hope that they have not just installed files onto the system so that it does this, because that's ridiculous. If they have, and so yeah, but if they have installed files and they just don't.
And
use,
also,
like,
I've got a good idea.
yeah.
So
No, it hasn't. It hasn't installed files because here's why. It reads out all the games that you've got. So actually, it doesn't have files. It's just a full-on screen reader, but it hasn't been integrated into any other menu apart from the home menu and settings. But yeah, it can be changed. It can be changed.
Do you know what?
What?
I think that I think we should make a thing where you can access all the Blindsoft games in like one app.
Okay.
We could do it. We could do it by adding all the games like files in there.
And then it just launches.
Yeah.
But they can also launch the game separately.
It'll be really good because like basically it'll be like one app which has like 7 games in it. And some
Interesting.
utility.
Maybe integrating into Blindsoft utilities as well. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to see if that's possible.
It is because you can add Swift packages.
Yeah, so we can do that then.
Yeah, we will add the game packages.
And we are never putting ads in games. And we are never putting ads in apps. If anyone says, can we sponsor your app? We're going to be like, nope. Because, here's why. We do not accept advertisements on our apps. If anyone says, can we please advertise your app? We're going to be like, nope. Because
Special since, number one, you're going to tell us to like put stuff in your app, aren't you?
And also make sure that it's not accessible.
So basically, it's also data collection because
We don't collect a lot of data.
it's only basic information like your email, first name and last name, IP, only for some services though.
Games, we don't collect your IP.
The only thing that we do collect for games is like some usage information, like how long you've been playing for, what achievements you have,
Yeah, so
and that information will be put on your profile. You can choose to make it public or not. And another thing we're doing is for voice calling and messaging from Meteor, we're going to be using Matrix. It's a
encrypted.
open source it's like an open source encryption server.
So that is we're not developing our own encryption, mainly because it takes so much time, and I don't think my Mac wants to handle being on all the time.
Anyway, so guys, if you need to see if like Meteor is trustworthy, there's going to be a source code link to Matrix, the GitHub repository. You can dig through the source
And
code.
also, there's going to be an about button in the settings menu. At the bottom, it's going to say powered by Matrix.
We are giving Matrix some credit because they actually are a good platform. Especially since there's like 500 clients using Matrix.
Yeah.
I bet their servers are tired. And keep in mind some API costs do go Ghost Matrix because
Yeah.
those servers are probably going to be destroyed.
Anyway, my honest opinions on Hogwarts Legacy, absolutely rubbish. I'm getting a refund.
I would give it a 0.
I'm actually going to put it as a 0.
And on Xbox, if you could, I would put 0 stars.
Yeah. It's ridiculous the fact that they've done this.
Sure, I know I'm kind of ranting, but here's the thing. They advertise it as accessible. Is it accessible?
No!
They put ads in the game.
They literally put their own ads in the game, trying to get people to watch the soundtrack. I don't think anyone wants to listen to the game soundtrack at all. You can literally listen to it on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bet soon they're going to start doing McDonald's ads and all that.
It's ridiculous.
What? I know.
Because, yeah.
I think I've said this before, but I'd rather play Roblox.
You have said that.
Yeah. But still, it's true.
I'm rating the music a 3 out of 5. I think I do. I definitely do like the music. I think accessibility wise, needs to be improved. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you want some Harry Potter games, just search accessible Harry Potter games on Apple VIS, Apple Viz. And you're going to find this web game, which I've told Alfie about a few times. Just sign up for an account, make sure you're active, because you'll get banned. And you've pretty much got Hogwarts Legacy, but with no ads. I've played the game, but I've been banned because guess who forgot to play?
You.
Yeah, so I need to make a new account.
Yeah.
It's
So-
funny how they mention Voldemort.
I also do like the actors as well. I like the fact that how they act is quite cool.
Why do they call Alexa? She who should not be named. That's kind of Harry Potter.
Oh no, it's Voldemort that he must not be named.
I know.
I
I
forgot what
just said it.
I forgot what the Philosopher's Stone film looks like. Or well, it sounds like, because the last time I watched it was last year, but it usually comes out around Christmas time on like Netflix.
How come Battle Against Darkness got cancelled?
I can still access it.
I can't.
Weird.
It shouldn't have been cancelled, like the intro and all that. It was so cool.
It was so cool, yeah. Well, I'm telling you now, our games are going to be cool as well.
Yeah. The Descent of Phoenix will have a lot of resource files.
Oh yeah, that's going to take up a lot of storage on your phone.
It'll probably be around a few megabytes just for the audio files.
No, it'll be like a gigabyte, the audio files.
I don't think it'll be that much, but it'll be something around 100 megabytes.
No, because that audio description's around a couple hundred megabytes.
Oh yeah. So, assuming the audio files, it'll probably be like 400 megabytes or more.
Possibly more.
And the
If
game
so.
data will probably be about a megabyte, no, a gigabyte.
Yeah.
Your progress will probably be a bit, like, way smaller.
It'll be way smaller. It'll be like a couple kilobytes because it's stored in like a TXT file. So
Not really a TXT, it's like an XML, and just so you know, there's no, like, email thing for the server, so you have to get this unique file with your account and all that. So basically, it's kind of like an encrypted login. Which is actually a good idea because then you don't need to worry about all your data just, being sent to some server. Because if your network gets hacked, then the person's got all your game data. Instead, we're going to have to hack into your file structure, get the file, and import it into a game.
Which we are not going to do.
Sometimes we might ask for your account file just for proof that you own the account. So let's say you need to. Let's say you want to delete all your messages from chat without having to go in to delete them manually. You can fill out a form.
Yeah.
And we need proof that you own the account. So you give the XML, and we are going to simply just check if all the data matches.
Yeah.
And if it matches, the messages will be deleted.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys. Hogwarts Legacy getting a refund. Sorry for the people who were developing it. A lot of people have downloaded it. For example, my cousin Alex. But I don't think he wants to play it anymore. I think he says that it's too boring. I completely agree.
Especially since the menu reader doesn't have any UI sounds or anything.
It does, but that's the game sounds because, yeah, so I don't think it's going to be a good hit.
Also, the accessible games for everyone competition. We haven't got an exact date when it'll start.
It's called accessibility for everyone, so
make sure you submit your game when it starts. Submit an App Store link or a Swift file.
But what I am actually going to suggest is we are going to get some games that I have on my Xbox and on my phone. We are going to rank. So there's going to be a competition. So there's going to be a couple rounds.
I'm actually going to get all of Alfie's mobile games and he's going to get all of mine so we can both tier them.
So basically what's going to happen is
So
round one is going to be, I think it's going to be mobile games. Round 2 is going to be console games. So that's going to be Xbox games. And
round 3 is going to be web games and computer games.
Yeah.
So basically we are going to count QC Playroom.
Yes, we are.
Because that does have a PC client and a web client,
So basically, what's going to happen after the files, we are going to rank them in no particular order. Because once they are submitted, we will be putting in a semi-final. When they are in the semi-final, it's going to be 3 rounds again. Round 1, well, it depends if Web Games even gets into the semi-final. If they do, then it's going to be 3 rounds. If not, then it's going to be 2 rounds. If the console games or mobile games go out, then it's going to be 1 round. But I can assure you there's going to be 1 or more rounds. So, after that, I'm going to select 5 of my favourite games that I think will be great competitors in the final. When the final happens,
and I'm going to select 5 as well.
It's going to be 10 games. 10 games battling out between each other. So in the final, there's going to be 2 rounds. Round 1 is my games. Round 2 is Natan's games. There's going to be only 1 overall winner. And we are not saying what the overall winner is yet because we haven't done the final. But I can assure you it will be 1 winner only.
So, we are going to ask Prudence if they want to participate because they could get a lot from this.
Yes, they could.
So, we're going to send them a link to a form they can fill out. They will need to provide the games which they want to put in.
Uh-huh.
You can provide up to 5 games.
Yes.
They have to be free because
Yeah, they do have to be free.
we are fine with the in-app purchases, just they do need to be free. I do have Conjury, which I am going to show because the developer isn't that active, so I am automatically going to put that in.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to send the link to the video.
Uh-huh.
So I think we should call record it.
Yeah, I think we should as well.
Then I'm going to have to get the games on my iPad, so
Yeah.
please make sure the games are optimized for both devices, iPad and iPhone.
If you're submitting console games, it goes for the same things. Make sure that they are accessible. Make sure that the game itself is accessible, not the menus, the game as well. Make sure that it's free. If it's not free, then I might be able to get it, but still, it doesn't matter
In
if it's free or
fact,
not.
we might actually start playing these games full on time if we actually like them, so
Yeah. So obviously I've got Xbox, so make sure that it's Xbox. If PlayStation games get onto the Xbox by the time it happens, make sure to submit PlayStation games as well. Because if they have made a screen reader for that, because if Microsoft managed to figure it out, then please submit the accessible PlayStation games. If not, please just submit Xbox exclusives or just Xbox games. So, yeah.
So, if you have made the game with AI, you're going to have to tell us, you're also going to have to tell us what parts were made with AI. So, if it was just the code,
Yeah.
we're fine with it. But if it's like the sound effects, the full thing, we're not.
We're not going to try it.
Reason is because some AI generated content is allowed, only some.
Only some, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, click on options and press all to receive notifications from us at all times. And make sure to subscribe to T111 and HM Tech. This is Alfie's Tech World and T111.
Mike, stop.
Bye, guys.